I'm not sure if this is going to be working very well, but it seems to be. I am live. All the indications look good. Maybe we can add this to the roster of things that happen. I've been leery to try this in the past few weeks because I'm not sure if my connection will hold for the camper. My service is pretty crappy. Hey, Speedy Boy, how's it going? Good to see you. But yeah, like I was saying, my service is pretty crappy from the camper, but if my cell phone will power through, I would like to start going live a couple of times during the week. Just hang out, turn the camera on while I write, and let people tune in, see how it's really not that exciting. But I don't know. I really enjoyed the couple of Q&A streams that we did, or that I did. You were there too, Speedy Boy, actually, now that I think about it. So I'd like to start making them a more consistent part of the content that comes out on the channel. For sure. Hey, Roblox lovers. Thanks for being here. Hey, Ninja. Good to see you too. Oh, that's awesome. If it's not lagging, that's really cool. That's mostly what I'm trying to test, is I'm trying to test the load of it. Because I don't have internet in the camper where I'm at. I just have a cell booster for my phone. But can I get a shout out? I mean, I said your name when you jumped in. I'm not going to at your channel or anything like that if that's what you're here for. But you're welcome to hang out. I'm going to be live for probably another 30 minutes or so. But I don't know if it lagged behind for you, Ninja, but welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I hope that you have a good day too, Roblox lovers. Is the Slay a key part of your name there? Roblox lovers Slay, or is it just Roblox lovers? No, I'm sorry. That I wasn't trying to insinuate that you were here for any nefarious means, Ninja. It's good to see you here. I haven't done a stream quite like this just in the YouTube app before with the mobile, so this is a first tester stream for me. But I've got my notebook open, and I was just planning on writing while people jumped in and asked questions to hang out. But it's good to see everybody. I've been kind of in a weird spot today. Today's the anniversary of one of my family members passing, and I didn't realize that consciously until after work today, but I woke up just shortly after midnight with a little bit of a panic attack. It's not uncommon, but for me anyway. But I couldn't really place why or what it was about, and it wasn't until after work that I realized that it's the anniversary of one of my family members passing today. So I was writing a poem kind of dedicated to my grandma and going from there. But I hope that you guys are having a good night or a good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. It's just after 5 p.m. for me in Alaska here. Yeah. No, it's not a good way to wake up, Trevor, at all. Good to see you, by the way. Hey, thank you, Beast. I appreciate that. Is that Zyklon? Zyklon? What's the... I don't know the correct way to say that, but Beast works, I hope. When I was young, I spent a lot of time with my grandma. My mom worked like 3 jobs, and I was at my grandma's a lot. So it was a very hard hit for me when she passed away, and kind of a big motivator for me and with writing and even cooking. Like when my grandma passed, all of the grandkids that had grown up in that kitchen, they each she taught us each to cook with a different cast iron skillet. She had the complete set all the way from the like 2.5 incher all the way up to the 12-inch deep, and all the grandkids got their own cast iron as part of like an inheritance. So I still have her 10-inch cast iron skillet that I learned how to cook in. That's the skillet that I do most of my cooking with at the house, even to this day. But I bet she was. I have yet to meet a grandma that wasn't amazing in some way or another, and raised in different times, doing their best to keep up with the modern world. I appreciate you, Ninja. I'm sorry for her loss too, for the loss of her to the world. But I'm writing a poem for her tonight, so yeah. I've had that interaction as well, Beast, where a lot of people don't. They just kind of write it off. It's really easy, like, oh, they were old, they lived a good life, and it's like, well, that's also true, but that doesn't take away from what's happened and the pain that is being experienced by the family. Like a lot of family dinners, gatherings, all of that stuff happens at the grandparents' house, the farm, the yard, the backyard, the porch, like wherever you got to go on the weekends as a kid, like. And I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people, families out there now that won't have like the same experience. I have written a book, Ninja. I have a book out now, and I'm working on 2 other ones in the process. I mean, I have a notebook in front of me that I have a few poems in. But yeah, I write poetry to help process tough emotions, and when I'm going through any kind of an emotional block, something like that, or having a hard time processing my feelings, I put words on paper and it helps me process. It's how I have pursued sobriety and how I try to maintain it. And I have been trying to share poetry with anyone that wants to listen. I think it's a very useful tool. Yeah. Thank you, Trevor. Rise. Echoes of healing and hope. Let's see, Ninja. What would you like a poem about? I flipped to a new page. And if you can give me a word, a phrase, something like that, a short prompt, I can see what I can do about getting one written for you here. I actually really enjoy these little prompt poems. They're good writing exercises, and they help me distract myself if I'm going through a session where I don't want to be thinking, or I don't want to be spending a lot of time in my own head. I have ChatGPT generate a bunch of prompts, like 1 word or 2 words. Or my partner actually got me a set of writing dice for Christmas. Dogs. Oh, man. Do you have a specific dog? Is it just dogs in general? Husky Wolf Husky. That's cool. So 2 of the dogs that are at the house, 2 of my pack, are Husky Malamutes. They are very, very big, fluffy outdoor dogs. They kind of fit that description. Wow, that is a big dog, if it's taller than you. Oh, yeah. Beast here. I'm not a writer, but I really appreciate prompts. The writing dice, I'll have to look at them when I'm back at the house, and maybe I can, if I remember, I'll post them in the community, in my community page or something. But they are awesome. They give you a setting, a background, antagonist, protagonist. They kind of flesh out. It's for writing stories and stuff, but you can implement them into whatever situation you need them. I use them for D&D prompts, like little sessions or making NPCs. You can roll the dice and kind of generate a city or a place or a storyline and just kind of flesh out whatever you need to kind of work through if you are stuck or having a hard time getting started. They're super helpful. I've been really impressed by them, actually. One of my friends, actually, here where I'm at in this camp, when I go into town, he had a wolf, half wolf dog. Passed away now, but he was a big dog. He was probably 120, 130 pounds. He looked like a timber wolf. Hey, Ninja, I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. If things go the way I'm expecting them to, I might be able to do these kind of live streams with prompt poems, if it's a thing that people like. I really, really enjoy this kind of stuff and just hanging out. It's one of the things I've been trying to focus on with my YouTube channel and the content that I put out is just being transparent. I'm not trying to be entertaining or anybody else other than that. And like, this is where I sit and this is where I write a lot of my poems that get posted on the channel anyway. So having the camera on and writing them with people, that's very entertaining to me. And I think that was very fun. Hey, Sean. Can't stay long. I want to say you're the man and that you're helping inspire me to stay sober. Thanks, dude. Hope the stream goes well. I will definitely stay tuned and check for live streams. I appreciate you, Sean. Those kind of comments are awesome. Thank you very much for your kindness and passing that information along. That means a lot to me. Yeah. I'm not sure where you're at, Beast. I'm in Alaska, just outside of Denali National Park. Trevor, I have tried to write music before. I actually, at one point in my life, my roommate at the time thought he was going to be the next Dr. Dre and was very big into making beats and producing. And I've written a few very bad poems, or not poems, raps, we'll call them. But when I write for my book and when I write for things that I'm trying to read out loud, I usually write them the way that I would speak them. So they come across with that rhythm because that's the way that I like to speak. The way that I like to write poetry is emphasizing the last word of each line, and it kind of translates the same way. So I definitely have heard that before, that they feel like music. They're not long enough, and if I could ever come up with a decent hook, I could probably try that again. I've actually been going down the rabbit hole of watching here on YouTube Kyle Beats and what he does for the hip hop community and the music producing community. It's a very interesting thing to me. It's just not a talent that I would say that I have. I like to do it, but I would not say that I do it very well. But it is fun. Oh, that's cool. Western Colorado. It is a very small world. Oh, that's awesome, Ninja. I appreciate that. Hopefully the dreams are entertaining at least. Breathe air. I don't know what else to breathe, Jay Lee. Thank you. Dreams, poems. I don't have orange, but I have lime seltzer water. That's kind of the closest thing. I finished all my grapefruit ones, so all I have are limes now. Citrus, I guess that counts, right? Huh. Well, I suppose thank you for your comment contributions. This camper's pretty small. I think that probably happens whether I like it or not, but I'm not going to do it consciously. Okay, that's enough of that, buddy. Let's just put you in timeout for 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, this is one of my favorite hats. I get the impression that everybody is going to think it's from the show, but I have pictures of me wearing this hat all the way back in 2017, 2016. I don't remember exactly when I got it, but it's been my favorite hat for like 7 years, 8 years, something like that. Yep. Don't worry, Speedy Boy. I got him. He'll have 10 minutes to, or sorry, I don't know. They will have 10 minutes to figure out how to speak to people. Thank you, Ninja. I appreciate that. I've got 2 more lines to go, and I'll have your poem about your wolf husky. Let's see if I can finish this before you have to go to bed. Yeah, Speedy Boy, I have watched it. It is excellent. As a person who's played the games, there are a few things that I found minorly, I won't say infuriating, but they just didn't make sense. But they did a very good job on the show. The power armor was on point. They didn't shy away from doing the gritty realism, and it was very well done. I ended up binging 7 of the 8 episodes in one shot, and it was very well worth it. Hey, Bree, good to see you. Thank you, Angel Soul. Angel Soul. All right, Ninja. Your prompt was dogs. And let's see, what was our time on that one? This is 13 minutes that this one was. So keep that in mind. It's 13 minutes, not edited. But have there ever been finer friends? Above and beyond comes standard issue. I know you'll be right there, whatever ends. I don't know if I'll ever be able to thank you. You love without expectation, giving wholly without any thoughts of leaving. Perhaps your world would be a perfect nation where dogs live forever, forget all the grieving. Wild beneath the fur, through frozen trees and mountainsides, from the alpha of the pack to the homeless cur, we don't deserve dogs, and that's not a lie. So, yeah, that's, let's see, for Ninja dogs. There we go. That's the first prompt poem. We've got a few more minutes if anyone else has a prompt they can think of. Thank you, Bree. I hope that you're having a good night. It's good to see you here. I'm just testing the connection for the stream tonight, and it looks like it's holding up. I haven't had any drops. I haven't had any lagging or anything like that. So I think I'm going to start doing these more often. I think I'll be doing prompt poems and just hanging out and writing as a couple times during the week. I really enjoyed the Q&A streams. But yeah. Well, it's dedication, Ninja. I appreciate the support and the watch time. So. I hope that everybody's having a good evening wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is. Oh, if you have any questions, Trevor, you can feel free to shoot them here too. I mean, every stream is technically a Q&A. I'm just hanging out. I enjoy the prompt that comes with questions. Yeah. Dogs are a really good prompt, Bree. That was the Ninja's prompt earlier was about their dog. And I've written a lot of poetry about dogs with my 4, and I've written a few that are specifically about Aegis. Have a good night, Ninja. We'll see you on the next one. Hey there. I don't actually know how to say the username. I just say LDQA in my head whenever I'm reading your comments. But welcome. Good to see you. It's really rewarding to see the usernames that I see commenting all the time. Like, I appreciate the support. Okay, Beast, what do you submit? I do enjoy prompts. We can do another one of these. Ooh, man. May I ask for one clarification point? Are you referring to it from the writer's perspective? Am I growing old as I write the poem? Or is it just the notion of growing old as a whole? Oh, Bree, I have 1 pitty, 1 border collie, and then a father-daughter husky malamutes. I forget which day it was that we did a whole Meet the Pack with their own close-ups in the Good Mornings, but I'll try to get them more involved, or at least back on stream. If you want updates on the pups, actually my newsletter that I posted in the community page, I'll be sending out once a month. I'll be sending a little write-up of what I've been up to outside of the channel, outside of poetry, that will have a special section dedicated to the pups, and kind of keeping in touch with all of them. There's a community post with that, and I think it's in the description of my most recent poem that I posted just a little while ago, if you want to sign up for that. That way you don't have to worry about tuning in or catching a live. It'll be something that I send right to your email, and you can see what I've been up to, anything goofy that I've gotten up to, any of my landscape pictures, things that aren't really fitting on my channel, but I still am willing to share and show the world. Oh, no, that's perfect, Beast. Yeah, cool. All right, I can work with that. Let's see. Yeah, Bree, I'll have to see which one they're in. I'm trying to remember which day it was. I think it was sometime in the 60s, but that's incorrect. The title of it, if you go back to the shorts on my channel page, it's the one that the title says Meet the Pack. You'll get a close-up of all of the dogs. Let's see, this was for Cyclone Beast, and the prompt was growing old. Oh, I appreciate you, LDQA. That's one that didn't make it into my book Rise, but it is an older one of my writings that I've been trying to come up with a proper way to make a video for a while, and I don't really know how the video turned out, but I was really happy with how the spoken version of it came out. It was really cool. I appreciate you being here, Bree. It means a lot that people are willing or wanting to hang out and tune in. Like, this is a lot of fun for me, because a lot of the times when I'm writing, I just throw my headphones in and I just sit here and scribble in my book until it's time to go do something else. But this is really fun. I enjoy the on the spot, the impromptu, the prompts, like that. This is the kind of stuff that I really like when it comes to writing. It's one of the things I miss about structured, like writing classes or written communication classes that I used to have. But it's one of the things that I really enjoy. I forgot to notate the time when I started this one, Beast, but we're kind of chugging right along on it. It doesn't, it's just for internal, for that kind of stuff, but I really like keeping track of the time that went into it. It used to be an exercise I would do with myself to see what kind of a poem I could write in 5 minutes, what kind of a poem I could write in 10 minutes, and then kind of slide the scale to see what the differences are and how much time you have and how much difference more time makes. Awesome. That's great, Bree. I'm on the last line here, and we've still got another 20-something minutes of going live, so that should work fine. Ooh, I will have to plug my phone in. This is... Hey, Joel, how's it going? Oh, I'm doing prompt poems right now, Joel. I'm taking prompts from people that are in chat, and I'm writing a little short poem based on their prompts and just hanging out and chatting. I'm doing good. I'm testing the live stream, seeing how it works out. But are you saying your name is actually Bailey, not Joel Verrill, like the username? I understand. That makes sense. Okay. Beast, your prompt was growing old, and we talked about it, the rumination of it. So here's what I came up with, and I think we're in the ballpark of like another 10 to 12, 13 minutes, something like that. My body didn't used to hurt this bad. My hearing used to never fail me. But now, thinking of all the life I've had, I'd say these years have earned some reprieve. But if yours are young and able, I'd bend them with my story. You'll always have a seat at this table. Be careful, by the end you might adore me. Someday the head of this table will be empty, but I hope by then you'll be ready. My body has done all it can to move me. Frailty is an honor only given to youth that held steady. But, yeah, well, that's a cool one. Let's see. Thanks. I appreciate that. And Bree, you said you had a prompt next? I'll have to come up with a system if I am going to make this a consistent thing. But yeah, you're welcome, Beast. Thank you for the prompt. It's actually a hard subject for me to process myself. Like the inevitability of growing old is something that gets to me. And I've written a poem on my page about that that goes into it a little bit more heavy than that one was. But no, I think that's a cool prompt. I enjoy writing about it. It helps me process, and it turns out nice and makes something that gives me problems into something that people can enjoy and appreciate, which is really helpful. How life seems to go so fast. I look like I'm 20. Thank you for the compliment. I think. Definitely not 20, but that was a long time ago. I appreciate you. Life goes so fast. Yeah, no, I'm a long way from 20. I'm still fairly young in the grand scheme of things, but I'll be 31 this summer, just in a couple of months. Long enough to, yeah, get into the subject matter of my channel. See, that's relative, but yeah, like I said, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not that old, but I definitely am not 20. Oh, I appreciate you. I like what this channel has been growing into as well. It's been very special for me. I very much enjoyed this creative outlet and being able to turn something that's dark and routinely shameful to talk about into something that people are comfortable communicating about. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful thing for me all the way around. I appreciate that, Beast. Thank you. About springtime and new growth. All right. We will earmark that one for the next one if I have time. That'll probably be the last one that I do. I've got about 20 minutes, but I'll go a little bit over if I'm in the middle of a poem. So, yeah, you're welcome. thanks for stopping in. I hope that you have a good rest of your night. Let's see. All right, Bree. I don't know if you're still here, if you've popped away, but I took a little bit of a liberty with this one. Your prompt was "Life goes so fast." Um, here's what I did with that. As a kid, I watched the telephone poles zipping past out the window. Growing up, those posts turned into life goals, rushing through my fingers, out of my control. I had 4 long years to plan my life. Graduation couldn't come fast enough. So far from my head the thoughts of a wife, the whole future I could use for love. Now the memories sit on dusty shelves. All the could-haves weigh heavy on my mind. I didn't realize how long I'd spend on those delves. It's gone right by me. I thought I had more time. There's that one. And I have to find my phone charger. I actually don't know if this is going to work here. Thank you. Awesome. Well, I hope you liked what I did with that prompt. Let's see. If I turn this over, will it turn? Will the chat turn? No, it does not. It does not let me turn. Okay. We're gonna do this last prompt poem, and that'll probably be it for me. My phone is at near dead, but it's gonna time out just about perfectly. You're welcome, Bree. Thank you for the prompt. Let me see if I can scroll up. Excuse me. Springtime and new growth. It's a wonderful subject. Oh, that's okay, LDQ. I have enough time here. I allotted the time for it. I'm holding my phone in my hand. I don't have a charger set up where I can plug it in with my phone rotated, but my tripod is not set up for vertical, and I didn't realize that that's how the live stream was going to happen. So it's my fault, but it's okay. I've got it stabilized. I've got you plugged in. It's not going to die. Oh, welcome back. No, I'm really happy that this connection seems to be holding up. I was really worried about it because I've been unable to have phone calls in the camper previously. It's like you'll be in the middle of a call and it'll just drop out. I just assumed that it wouldn't hold up very well, but recently, I don't know if they upgraded the tower or what changed, but my service seems to be holding and doing very well, and this is a very pleasant surprise for me. I'm happy that this is holding up so well. No, the camper is where I live during the week. I work remotely, so I commute on Monday mornings. I commute like 160 miles from home down just outside of Denali National Park, and I stay in this camper during the week, and I do my work in the area for the week, and then I commute home at the end of the week and go. That's why my weekend posts are more sporadic on time because I'm at home and things are going on. I'm in my own bed. The camper is just a necessity for my job. Yeah. I do about 1,100 miles a week with my coverage area in my truck. My work truck, I mean. Like, I have a very large coverage for my district that I maintain. But yeah, that's where a lot of my really nice landscape photos and like just parts of Alaska that you don't get to see very often. Yeah, I enjoy it. It works for me a lot, Beast. Like I enjoy it a lot. I work by myself. I do a lot of driving. I have a lot of time to think. I have a lot of time to plan writing. I have a lot of time to just kind of be alone with myself. And it's not for everybody. There are people that have stepped out of the positions that I'm in that they don't like it. You work remotely by yourself all the time, and it's not for everybody. It works for me. I enjoy it. It's hard on a home life. There are hurdles there that need to be jumped over or at least navigated. You don't have to solve them all at once, but there are things that it is hard on, such as a home life or any kind of a social life outside of weekends. But yeah. I always wanted to go see Alaska. A few of my childhood friends moved out to Anchorage, and I just would love to see the beauty and not through pictures or a screen. It's worth a visit. I would suggest summertime or fall is really nice. I would like late July, August is some of the prettiest time to be up here. I'm a big fan of spring and fall. Winters get a little old, but it is what it is. It comes with the territory, and it's very pretty. And it's just I work outside a lot of it, so at 40 below gets pretty old. I imagine. I think the last couple winters, that's part of the world has had pretty similar winters as far as temperature wise go. Not consistently, but from what I remember about last winter, there were times where the lower 48 was colder than I was, and it's just hard to believe a lot of the time. Like I said, not consistently. We had a 3 week stretch this last winter, most recently in like November, where it was 33 below or colder for almost 3 straight weeks. That got old. Okay, LDQA, we have springtime and new growth, and here's what I did with that. Through the topsoil, a sprout emerges, another beginning born from the frost. One brush of sunlight and the growth surges, bursting into existence a life thought lost. Reaching for the sky, thin leaves grasp at the wind, hoarding the melted ice, preparing for a season of dry. No matter where this growth takes us, this is how it begins. And with every start, a new growth delivers beauty to the world. Like the flowers, I'll treat my heart, living life with petals unfurled. And that was fun. I enjoyed those prompt poems a lot. I hope that you all liked them. Thank you for spending some time with me and hanging out tonight. That's awesome. That's good to hear. Yeah, I have to run up into town and get some groceries for the week, but yeah, I'm gonna try and do this going forward. This coming week is going to be a little hectic because I'm flying out of state on the end of the week, so I don't know if I'll do another one of these, but when I get into a consistent schedule, I'd like to do these a couple of times during the week while I'm in the camper and just turn the camera on and do some writing. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody. I hope that you have a good rest of your evening wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. I enjoyed you all being here. Take care.